CPA Canada recently signed a new Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, with ICAN Nigeria. So if you're a qualified ICAN member from Nigeria, transferring your designation to Canadian CPA has become much easier. Hey, my name is Gevorg from GevorgCPA.com, where we provide CPA exam study notes, cases, and review courses to help you become a Canadian CPA. I've been getting a lot of queries from ICAN Nigeria members, so in this video, I want to share my thoughts on the new MOU and tips on how to get the Canadian CPA. Before this MOU, ICAN members were expected to go through 6 modules before writing the final CPA exam and getting the CPA designation. Now that's no longer required. You can jump to the common final exam, which we call CFE. Once you pass this CFE exam, you'll get your Canadian CPA and all the amazing benefits that come with it. The CFE is exactly the same in all provinces. It doesn't matter if you're writing in Ontario, BC, Alberta, or any other province, it is the same exact exam. Besides the CFE, you also have the option to take Capstone 1 and Capstone 2 modules, but I don't recommend that you take those. I don't believe these programs prepare you well enough for the exam. Capstone 1 is mostly a teamwork and a presentation module, but in the CFE, there is no presentation. It's more about time management, good case writing, technical knowledge, and all other skills that I cover in my YouTube channel. Capstone 2 gives you past exam cases, and they mark a dozen of those cases with mostly generic feedback. So let me break down the admission steps one by one. First, check eligibility. You must be a fully qualified ICAN member in good standing. That means you completed ICAN's program and exams yourself, not through another body. You also need either a recognized university degree or at least 8 years of experience in any CPA competency area like financial reporting, audit, strategy, and so on. You must have also received your ICAN designation while living outside of Canada. Step 2, register and pass the CFE exam. Every ICAN member must pass the CFE. You get 3 chances to pass. If you fail all 3 times, you'll be deregistered. If you reapply later, you'll start again from the scratch. CFE will require you to study on average 5 to 6 months, but it really depends on how rusty or fresh you feel from your studies. Unlike the ICAN exams, CFE is designed differently. It's written over 3 days, where day 1 tests strategic writing, day 2 focuses on depth, and day 3 tests your breadth of knowledge across all technical areas. Unlike ICAN exams, which are calculation heavy, the CFE has lengthy cases. Some of them are 4 to 5 hours long. You'll be writing memos, analyze situations, and explain your decisions. It's less about numbers and more about time management and good case writing skills. I suggest that you focus on formatting your case answers and to study Canadian specific contents like ASPE and TAG, and work on your typing speed as the exams are very time constrained. Step 3, meet practical experience requirements. If you have more than 2 years of post-designation experience as an ICAN member, your experience is automatically accepted. If you have less than 2 years, you'll need to submit a detailed experience report for review. Your experience must be from your time as an ICAN student or member. Getting your CPA designation doesn't automatically give you the right to offer audit services. That requires a public accounting license. Now, to get this license, you'll need to complete additional steps like showing depth in financial reporting and assurance on the CFE. And speaking about this, on this CFE exam, you need to choose 1 out of 4 roles: assurance, PM, tax, and finance. Think of this like your major area. If you're undecided as to which role to choose for the CFE, I recommend assurance, as it'll keep your doors open for a career in public practice in Canada down the road. Requirements are the same across Canada, but the actual application process depends on where you live. For example, in Ontario, you'll apply through CPA Ontario's portal, submit documents like your WES report, letter of good standing from ICAN, and pay the required fees. Step 4, get resources. CPA Canada provides some standardized resources like the learning ebook and the optional Capstone 1 and 2 I mentioned earlier, which cost about $1,400 each. Is this enough? Well, most students, especially from public practice like KPMG, PwC, and so on, they all obtain additional resources in addition to what CPA provides. And from my experience, most MOU students also obtain additional tutoring because their academic knowledge is a bit rusty. So to recap, you need to be in good standing, meet degree or experience criteria, and pass the CFE. The CFE is the same in all provinces, but is different from ICAN exams. It's case-based and judgment-focused. I do not recommend Capstone 1 or 2. Consider getting tutoring instead to help increase your chance of passing the exam. But if you do decide to study on your own, make sure to focus on time management and practicing past exam cases, as these are the best tools to help you prepare. Hope this helps. Take care.